All right, I want to jump in here talking about the so-called New Covenant. Of course, the phrase New Covenant is used, but the question is, how is it new? Many of you are picking up on the place where the covenant is written in Jeremiah on the heart and saying, well, this is on the heart, whereas the old covenant was one of stone. However, I want to jump in, and instead of interacting with everyone in their own posts when they bring this up, because this is a question I would ask there, I want to bring it up here because I think it's very important. If we look at Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4, the famous Shema passage, we'll see something that kind of takes away the argument that this law was to be written just on stone. Listen, Israel, or hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. This is well known. This is what Jesus quotes as the greatest commandment. These words that I am giving you today are to be on your heart. So the intention of the Old Covenant, the laws there, were to be on the people's hearts, just like in Jeremiah. So we can't say that the location of the law is different, because the law that the people were to have in the Deuteronomy were to be internalized. They were to be on their hearts, and you repeat them to your children, talk about them when you sit in your house and when you walk along the road, and when you lie down and when you get up, bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them be a symbol on your forehead, write them on your doorposts of your house and on your gates. So it's not quite as simple as saying that the new covenant's written on our hearts, whereas the old covenant wasn't. Well, no, the old covenant was to be written on the people's hearts. So how is the new covenant different is the question. I'd like to see a further discussion on this in this thread. If you mentioned this in your thread, and I just stopped bringing it up, and for some of you I said I'm going to address this in my own thread. Go there and let's talk. But I'm not going to do it for everyone, or else I'd just be typing all day. Let's go there. So that's what I want to do in this thread. I want to explore the issue of the location of the law on our hearts. Isn't that what the old covenant said as well?